on the hill. It's like, girl, that's
Yeah.
in the like what you call the back window. I'm
Happy Monday.
Lundi Gras.
Monday Gras.
Off from work.
Off from work.
Yes.
Off from work. How was your weekend?
It was good. I Zulu balled it out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still recouping.
I bet.
Yes.
You look amazing. You look beautiful.
Thank
You look
you.
well rested. I love
Makeup
it.
does wonders.
No. I don't believe it, but you look amazing.
Thank you. How was your weekend?
It was good. I got some rest, got some work done, and things like that. I kind of stayed in.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
hey. You have to work. Do you work Monday, Friday?
I don't.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you'll be
taking
off
some day
tomorrow.
off. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good,
yes,
good,
yes,
good.
yes.
Good.
That's a part of being in New Orleans, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can either go out there or you can kind of
Or not.
relax.
Yeah.
Or not.
And you can use it as a great relaxed day.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
And watch some good shows.
Yes, like this.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Like our own
How do
show.
you get here podcast? So y'all catch up on the episodes 1 and 2.
Right. And now we're on 3. And we're still here.
We're still here.
Yes.
We are not one-hit wonders.
We are not. We are not. Because we know we're not.
Yes.
We enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
So we're just going to keep filming.
Yeah. Did
Y'all
you
can
get
watch.
Yes. Did you get any feedback?
I did.
Yes.
When I talked about a lot of feedback from the forgiveness of myself.
That was good.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, I never thought about it in that perspective of how it just holds you hostage, and that you literally are holding yourself to a standard that you're never going to be able to fulfill.
Absolutely.
So that was the biggest feedback I got.
Yeah.
And it made me remember, like, that's what it was. It's like, now I'm in my business and it's 5 years and I have done so many good things with it. But when I started it, I never thought, but it was, because I was in a holding pattern. So that was the best. That was the best feedback that I got. What'd you get?
The forgiveness, going back to the little girl.
Yes,
that was definitely eye-catching. But when I was freed about the leadership, about how I like to be, led and taught and that little shimmer, something about the little shimmer, baby. So I look forward to our episode when we talk about dating. There's something with the shimmer. They're gonna say that little lady.
Yes.
That little lady.
But and as I said before, when that person comes, you will be able to go and not even think about it twice. You're just like, this is cool.
Turn the lights off.
Turn the lights. Turn them off.
Turn them all the way off.
Yeah, please and thank you. So this show is gonna be another one where we're just kind of off. You plateau off of when you meet the right person and how your energy is. This one is more so about when you have a person and you lose them in a situation where it's called "What Did the Lonely Do?" Because they're no longer, and you're no longer feel like either one of you are priorities. You're just moving.
Yeah. Surviving.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds very harsh when you put it that way.
Yeah. Let's jump right into it.
I know. So prioritization, I think, in marriage is when you start off in your 20s, of course, like us, and your priority, I think, was just to get out your parents' house.
Yeah.
And then, like, I had my first kid 3 years into being married. And I actually went into marriage not wanting to have kids. We were like, it's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, both of us were like, this is great. We love each other. We're going to be great. And I thought we were. And I thought I was cool with it until, like, all my friends started having kids. And I was like, oh. So priorities changed. So, and I think we talked about it. But, again, you start off one way and then you transfer to another situation where now you're going to be a mom and a dad versus a husband and a wife. That's two different sets of people.
Yeah.
So the question is, like, when you say, what do the lonely do? How do you keep everyone prioritized? Meaning not everyone, because the kids are always your first priority, but how do you keep your partner prioritized? Like, what are the things that what are the things that we should have done?
Yeah. Oh, good.
That we know consciously we should have done. And then, of course, to move on to how does that look like when you get to the, I won't say the word right now, but when you get to that next part. So basically that.
Yeah.
So priority. Do you remember making your partner a priority?
I did. Early on. That's because I was taught by my dad to take care of your husband. So I had already came in taking care of, and I knew it taking care of your husband. What it looked like. Yeah. So, we're in our 20s. We fresh. Yeah. I didn't have my twins. We didn't have the twins.
How long were y'all married when y'all had the girls?
5 years. So we had some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had some time. Lance was one. He was back and forth with his dad, so we had a lot of time together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were, I don't want to say poor, my ex-husband and I, because you think about poor, we were just 20, just doing it, right? So we had nothing else to do.
We're going to go middle class broke. That's what I call it.
This is right after Katrina.
Yeah.
We was in Atlanta, and so the hustle and bustle wasn't there.
Right.
You know, going to school, degrees, that hadn't come in yet. So it was just us.
Oh, okay.
So our days was like looking at Dateline, Snaps, eating dinner, and, you know, taking care of each other, I should say.
So then what? So you started off with knowing full-fledged priority, and you also say you started off knowing from your dad what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Then what got lost?
So now I look at it, I didn't know the language to a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, of course, the roles reverse. So, you know, by me being ambitious and going work, the breadwinner, I don't think that's what it was. But I started becoming, I felt less secure and safe. So I would have to find out how we're going to do it. So I'm a woman. I'm supposed to be led. You're the man, and, you know, you're supposed to lead me.
Right.
And so I felt more masculine. And I guess maybe he felt like he didn't have a voice. So I didn't feel safe and secure. And now that I'm at 43, it's hard for me to feel the intimacy or feel intimate with my partner if I'm playing a role as a masculine female.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How can I get my body to flow if my mind is clogged?
Well, the thing about this is that how do I get my body to release if I'm so wound up in, are the lights going to be off? Is the water bill paid? Did the kids supposed to get paid? Did the dog eat? Did my mom eat? You know, like, it's just, you're not.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that conversation because you don't want to have it, because you feel your partner can't provide it, then it's like, I'm just going to do it myself.
Yeah,
which goes back to being hyper independent. But it's really not that, because it's like, like you said, I started off taking care of him. Like, I started off nurturing him. I started off, you know, being submissive. And then as time goes on, life happens, kids happen, bills happen.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, so how do we figure this out? Because this ain't cute no more.
It's not cute.
You know, it's not. It's actually painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and we've both made decisions to make this go forward.
Yeah.
Like, I know for me, when my so I went to private schools like our kids do, and I know that I was like, my kids are going to go to private schools. So there wasn't even a question or a conversation. But of course, at the time when I was saying that, I wasn't thinking about how much money that was going to cost.
Yeah.
In the big scale. But it was what I wanted to do. So if you tell a partner, which I did, I was like, well, they're going to private school. What are you talking about? And they're like, well, I didn't go to private school. And it's like, who cares? So, you know, and that's a burden on them.
Yeah.
That's a financial issue that you've created.
Yes.
Even though it's your children.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, but this is how this has to go, because this is what I want. So it still goes into, is it, like you say you were more masculine.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the only way it's going to go. I don't know what. Yeah. So you got to just figure it out. And so again, what becomes priority? His peace of mind, his mental health, his mental wellness, or the kids' peace of mind, their mental health, and their emotional stability. And you prioritize children sometimes over partners.
Yeah.
And then you just get lost. So then the question I ask you is that, do you now see, because again, we're not condoning behavior. That's, please understand. But like, do you see how the perspectives can get kind of distorted? Because if you have made this, like you're saying, I'm trying to make all the money and take care of everything.
Yeah.
And you're not helping me do that. Where do we go? And like, so he's like, I don't know what to do because you're doing everything.
Yeah.
And I don't feel comfortable even coming to you to say, slow down.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
So.
And I think what I was mistaken when I say masculine, I was soft, but my role in the
big
home
difference.
was masculine.
Big difference.
Yeah. So I'm not degrading you, making you feel some kind of way, but the actual role.
Right.
So what happened was, at the end of the night, when things need to be done, you will go to bed, and then I will be walking the floor like, how we gonna get this done? And da-da-da. And by the time you wake up the next morning, it's done. And then you're like, okay, it's time to roll. And I'm like, wait, I've been up all night.
It's done because I didn't sleep.
Yeah. And then what happens is, because I still heard the voice, take care of your husband, it became transactional.
Oh, duty.
I'm still your wife. I gotta do it. And so that went on for a while, but you're feeling empty inside.
You're feeling lonely. Yeah. I always say, to me, I was married but single.
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm married to this person and this is fine, but like, we're not communicating like married people. We're not making decisions together. We're not making everyday, not even having everyday conversations.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I have a name and that's great, but I don't have a partner.
Yeah.
So why am I going to come to you and ask you a question when I feel like we can't even talk about if we're going to have white bread or wheat bread?
Exactly.
So, and that's what gets lost in it. And it's just like when people are in situations like that, which people are in, my question always is like, where did it get lost? Because at some point you were cognizant that this person's opinion didn't matter.
Yeah.
And then, but like you say, but when bills start coming in and all these things start rolling down the hill, it's like, girl, that's
yeah,
in the, like, what you call it, the back window. I'm trying to get this like stuff paid in front of my face.
Yeah.
And not even living check to check. This is just living life. Like, I'm just trying to make sure that these things are taken care of. So the question always is like, how do you stay stable in that when life keeps lifing in front of you?
Yeah,
You know?
that is so good. And that's why we have to keep that communication.
Yeah.
Those date nights would have changed that. I remember when you said married single or single married. My therapist, maybe a year ago, had to put that language for me. And she said, so you've been functioning as a single married person. And kind of had to clutch my pearls.
I'm offended.
Yes.
What?
And so when I was telling her, so she was like, I told her, I would buy my own flowers weekly. I would date myself. I wasn't expecting anything on birthdays or holidays, so I did it myself.
Yeah, anniversaries, I didn't expect anything.
Anniversaries, anything. Yeah. So I didn't expect it because I didn't realize. I didn't want to be disappointed, so I didn't allow you to.
Yeah, you shut it down.
Yeah,
and then you almost go like, I don't even like Valentine's Day. Don't like it. I don't like it. Don't talk about it. Don't even want to talk about it. But you secretly inside going, I wish I did like it a lot.
Yeah,
but I don't want to like it because if you destroy it, you destroyed it, I'm not even going to be able to recover.
Yeah.
So I buy my own flowers. I buy my own strawberry covered, chocolate covered strawberries. Everything's great in the world because I'm going to take care of myself,
and I know what I want.
Yeah, and clearly it's not you.
Yeah. And then the sad part about it was
that what I just said.
Yes, is that I went on tour telling women when they would call me and be like, a tour.
Okay.
And when my friends would call and say, my husband buy flowers. Girl, buy your own self flowers. Okay. You know, I would have a speech for it.
Yes.
And not realizing I was conditioning myself not to expect it. You're not going to get it. And others.
Yeah. And that's why it's important when you go to people, when you have problems, to speak to people who are able to communicate outside of what they have going on.
Yeah.
Because they'll push out, well, if it was me, I would do this. If it was me, girl, you ain't even married. What are you talking about? But I believe, like you're not even married. But it's interesting because, like you just said, you end up taking care of yourself. And again, as the partner watches that, I just don't know how they're supposed, right? Like, what do they do? Well, girl, I was going to buy you flowers, but clearly then as we say, it's like, but that's not fair. But it is fair.
Yeah.
Because every time you go out and he thinks about buying flowers, he's like, well, she got flowers in the house. I don't even know if she wants yellow, red, blue, pink, purple. I might make her mad.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had a conversation about flowers.
Yeah. And I remember towards the end, we had all went to Walmart and we was looking at flowers, and now had conditioned myself to get the flowers. So I was no longer looking for it externally. And I remember the kids was like, Dad, buy her some flowers. And you could clearly see he didn't want to buy any flowers. Right. And I was like, girl, you ain't got to buy me no flowers. You got to do all that? I'm good with this. INDE. I was all of it. So I had to condition myself to do that. And that's something that I believe in my next relationship, that's going to be. Oh, yeah. It's going to be something.
I want some flowers.
Yeah, I want some flowers, but then I never had that. So receiving gifts.
Correct. Oh, would
be a challenge for me.
Yeah, and not being an imposter and saying you don't deserve the gifts. Mm-hmm. So that's another part of when you get out of these situations where you think when you meet people and they treat you the least bit nice, you're just like, rah, rah, rah.
What you want?
what? You gotta no. Yes. So it's just, and it's a difficult thing to explain, because if you've never had it, and I tell people I was loved as a kid, that's not it. Yeah. I have great, parents, enough, but a partner, I haven't dealt with that kind of situation. So when you do get it, it's just like, it's so foreign.
It's so foreign. And it's not like I can reach back and say I had it before. I never had that. Right. And then even just the leadership, like just being led, or just somebody thinking of me.
Right.
Or me resting. Yeah. And so like, I don't have to make every.
I use an example. I just told my friend today, my partner has to calm my nervous system. So like you have to be able, like, because I am all over the place, and he has to be able to be like, I have to be able to hear his conscious voice.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to having that and not have to even explain you what's going on. Yeah. I just need to know that I'm safe in this space with you. So if I'm just running around in my little head and my braids are getting tight, I just need to know if I call you, you're like, what's up? And I'm like, okay, so he's on the phone and I'm good. Because that's the thing. I think like when you're single married, you're so used to making all decisions by yourself and you have no one to talk to about it. But then you go in the closet and you talk to the four walls and that's everybody making decisions in there. It's still you and God, but he's still like, get out.
Yeah. So it's just that leadership, that being led and things like that I didn't realize that I didn't have. And I didn't realize how much safety and security it means.
So do you think like, because you that's one of your things, like it seems like that's like your top end, like that's your, so do you feel like because you haven't had it and you want the person to be able to lead you, you to be able to be submissive enough to trust them? Do you think you've done enough work that when that person comes that you'll be able to say, that you'll be able to see it? Because the problem is you get the person and they're so foreign. And so do you think you have, because you go from this last marriage and what situations it was and what it looked like, to be able to say this is not the same? You know what I mean? Like, to know that this is a better situation and not be like, you look like, keep in mind, you saw your mom get a man leave. You just had a person that you left. And now it's like, well, what's going to be any different
with this one? I'm ready to submit. So I've done the work for that. But
I think you've done the work too. I was just asking.
I've done the work, but I don't know. That person that I'm with will have to hold my hand through that. Because I don't know what that looks like.
So my thing would be, you have to communicate that. Because in the beginning, be like, look, I've never done this before. I don't know what this looks like. And if you're like, and if he's an extreme communicator, he's gonna be like, I get it. And we're gonna try to walk through this together. But if you, that's why I was asking, because if you're not open enough to say, I don't know what it is to get flowers on a Monday. Like, I think you're just trying to, scam me.
Or do I go on in it and it's like, okay, I've been doing this. That's the thing. Keep doing it so the disappointment won't come. Oh yeah. I'm saying flowers because that's something small. But it's just the communication, the leadership. I think I need to say this. Whew. Oh God, I don't know why.
It's okay. Oh, just let it come. It's okay.
I remember towards the end of our separation, and this is very vulnerable. It's important for me to have, I always say a man of God, but to pray for me is like such a thing. At the end of our relationship, I think the part that I know that God released me that night. I was waiting. I was on this assignment and like, God, when you gonna release me? It was one night I was in the bed. I wasn't feeling well. I was sick, and the girls had just came in with my ex, and they was kind of a little disappointed, and they came and told me about. And so I went to him, and he was already on 100. And I remember him praying that God released me from him.
Oh, wow.
So it was like this, he was like, God, please, take her away. And I remember praying because I didn't know, it's somebody prey on you. Like, is that an accident? Is that you taking me away from my children?
Yeah.
So when I heard that prayer, he was so passionate, and maybe he got to his end of it. I don't know, but I remember binding the spirit like, God, don't take me away from my kids. I know what he's praying, but don't take me away
from my children,
my children, or from this place. Yeah, from him, release it. And I remember saying, you don't have to do all of that. You could just go, baby.
You can just go.
You could just go. You don't even have to. And that night, I realized there's life and death in the power of the tongue, because I promise you, I heard God say, now you are released.
Yeah, that's what I say. He was like, if you got to make a decision. And people don't really realize that when you really get to the point where you're just like, I know this is not where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like I know it's not where you want me to be. But I just need you to give me this one visual.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go. And like you say, you hear, and he goes, you're good. Like you're able to.
All these months.
All these work you've done. All this act of God and following me. Thank you. But now you can go.
Now you can go.
Clock out.
Clock out.
Yeah.
That was the day. And I was like, you have to go.
You gotta go.
And my spirit just was at peace. And I had never, it was different if you were angry. No, I don't think it would be. Because it's never that angry that you put a prayer up like that.
No,
you're not talking to your partner. You're talking to God about me.
Right. No,
I'm your rib. I'm your wife, and I'm already sick, so I'm already in a vulnerable spot. I've never got out the bed, and you put this prayer for me. This is something that's in your heart.
Yeah.
So
genuine.
If I would have heard another prayer that you ever prayed for me over the years of healing, of love, or some togetherness, maybe that wouldn't. But that was the first prayer that I heard you pray over me, was the PREY. I was like, no. So now having somebody to come in and to have a man to pray over me.
PRAY.
Oh, Jesus. That's a whole nother. I'm sorry, y'all. I have bad allergies too on top of crying like a baby.
It's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah. So that's like a whole, so, some people like they have to have, or he have to be 6 He got to be that. Yeah. He has to have a 6-figure. No, a man who truly loves and care and consider me.
Girl, a man that prays for I testify again. A man that prays for you every day is a whole different kind of man.
Yes. So my list is a little different.
Yeah, the list is a little different.
My list is a little different.
And again, to come back to what we're talking about is that for prioritization.
Yeah.
Because if his priority is for you to be prayed over a good day, just to have whatever the Lord has in store for you, that's a whole other energy than somebody again bringing flowers.
Yeah.
So it becomes. So I think when you get to the other side of this, when you are pulled out of it, or sometimes kicked out of it, like we were.
Yeah.
I think what you don't even. This guy Jameis Winston said it. The dreams you have for yourself are amazing, but you have no idea what God has trained, that what He can put out there for you.
Yeah.
But you have to be open to it.
You have to be open.
So for him to prioritize and say, look, you should be free from me. You go ahead and go. You're good. Like, get out, clock out. And you're like, okay, well, maybe I can clock. Okay, cool. But if you are who you are, and you're a God-fearing woman and you want to stay married and your kids are a priority, you're like, I don't know. But then finally, when you hear it, you're just like, it's time.
It's time.
I've done everything I could possibly do to make this work. I've made you a priority.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I put you first, and you might feel a little different what first looks like for you, but I feel like I've done the work for you.
Yes.
So now I gotta clock out.
I had to clock out. And that was beyond, that prayer was beyond all the other mess ups. That was the downfall of me.
Wow.
And so that was that piece. I literally heard God say, and now you're released. It was like God said, put her down. I got her from here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let her go. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could go ahead.
Yeah.
I got her. Put her down. And
we're good.
Yeah, we're good. And I knew that was it.
Yeah.
I knew that was it.
Yeah. And I think when we say you hear the word of God, you really do, or just you feel the weight just taken off of you.
Yeah.
You feel lighter. You feel like, okay, well, this is it. And you feel different.
Yeah.
Because now your mind also becomes very clear.
Yes.
And you're just like, okay, so I'm able to go. And again, that's why prioritization is so important in a relationship, because this shouldn't even be what we're even talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like you're literally praying over me and not in the best way. So how is this healthy? And like you said, I was like, well, maybe that's not it. But then it sounded different.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this doesn't even sound, this is even a healthy prayer.
Yeah. This is not a healthy prayer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. And that weight lifted off me. So the person that comes definitely would have to hold my hand in that area.
They do.
And my prayer is that, and I don't believe that when you find a mate, they are 100%. I mean, y'all getting to know each other.
You don't want 100%. Where do you go from that? But down. You don't want perfection?
Yes.
I don't want anybody. I'm not perfect.
Right.
So please don't put me.
You wouldn't need me.
My ex-husband used to say this all the time. You put people on pedestals and they don't even know they're there.
Oh, that's
so
good.
How your expectation of him being wonderful, and he's like, girl, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Today I'm not gonna mow the grass.
Yeah.
You know.
And so I'm praying that the area that I'm strengthening, I can hold their hand. So there's some kind of exchange, but it would definitely be communication. Like, hey, I'm open to this, but I need
help.
I need help.
And if you are like we are, we're like, ooh,
yeah,
help is I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't. Because if you've been in a marriage in a relationship, because you can be people a long time not be married, and you haven't had that support, and someone says, it's simple as saying, oh no, I'll pick up the order from Walmart. You're just like, to help you out because you just got home from work and I'm coming over anyway.
Yes.
So instead of you leaving, you're like, well, you're out. So it's difficult because you've done it so much by yourself. Married and apart, married and then now single. So it's just, and then when you bring in kids, that's a whole other storyline for another conversation. But I think prioritization is just so key.
Yeah.
Because when you're in marriages, it literally gets lost. So then we transition from that to, of course, the other, big killer is intimacy. So how are you intimate with someone if you're not even a priority? You don't even
feel safe or secure.
Right. And I'm telling you, he has to calm my nervous system.
Yeah.
How are you sleeping with people? And intimacy is not even, we can go into the sex part of it, but intimacy is just, again, praying for me in the morning.
Yeah.
Or asking me if I'm still sick when you come check on me in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So that gets lost. So how does it get lost? Does it get lost because bills become a factor?
Mm-hmm. Or
does it get lost because you're just like, I ain't doing it anymore?
Yeah. I think I know I wanted to, and I'm still a woman. I'm still...
Yeah, your body's still crazy.
My body still crave it.
Yeah.
But I literally had a mental block because I'm thinking about everything else. Yeah. And then I'm still hearing it as take care of it. So now it becomes transactional, and then it's one-sided because you're getting your needs met. But after this, then what happens to the rest of the things that I need? Yeah. And I didn't realize how your body goes, your mind opens and releases everything. If I'm feeling like this in my mind, my body is doing the same thing. Then I'm looking like, well, what's wrong with me?
Right. Why do I not want it? And you don't, at the times, like back then, unlike now, 20 years ago, you didn't really know what that was.
Yeah.
You're just like, I should want to do it. I should want to do it.
Yeah.
And now we're like, oh no, go read this book. You don't want to do it because you're so wound up. You're so stressed out. You're so aggravated. I can go on and on. But then we're just like, I don't know why, but like I use this example. I remember being married, and one of the most horrible things is to reach out for someone and they don't reach back. So you become so programmed to be like, and unfortunately could just happen one time. And as women, I think for me, you just shut down and you're like, I'm not even going to attempt to do this. Yeah. So, cause mine wasn't a stress. Like it wasn't like, I wasn't trying to, my cousin was a money getter. We took care of us. We tried all those things, but the intimacy or I don't want to say kindness, but the kindness was not there. Yeah. I mean, but he was very sure to make sure we didn't want for anything.
Yeah.
So, but that gets, again, when people say what they want, it's like, well, yeah, I thought I wanted that, but I'd really much rather sit in the bed and like watch TV.
Yeah.
Or not be separate in a home, or one I see when you come in the house to kiss you hello, or when we walk up somewhere, or hold hands.
Yeah.
So you get lost in that, and you do become very lonely, and it does become, the word just makes me just transactional. And who wants to have sex, be intimate, kiss, touch, when you feel like it's just like almost you're just missing money on the table?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not, and again, it's not healthy. And as married people, 20 years in, which is what we would be now if we were still married.
Yeah.
20 plus. How you tell them that?
Yeah, exactly. And we're not wired like that. I don't care what a woman do or what they say, or we're not transactional.
No.
We're emotional creatures. We need all of that.
Yeah.
And so
we need a lead up.
Yeah. I didn't realize that, like I had bought on what people were saying. You need to give him more intimacy. They wouldn't say intimacy. You need to have more sex.
Right.
Have more sex. So then it had to become transactional for me to function that way.
Yeah.
The only thing about it was I wasn't getting the money on the table, but it still was take care of your husband, do that, do that. But also I realized, and I'm more than sure there's a term for it with all this, all these fancy words. I'm not a person that, there's a lot of attractive men. I'm not a person. I can see attractive men and not be turned on by a man. But I can have a conversation.
Oh, they call it.
What do they call it?
It's a word. I can't think of it.
But you know what I mean?
I'm going to put it in the comment. I know what it is. It's
something like you're attracted to their mind.
Yeah. It's somewhere S too. I heard you just
Is it sexual peck?
It's not that word. No.
If you know the word, put it in the comments.
Put it in the comment. I'm going to look it up. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I can't think of it right now. But yeah, you're more like, he's cute, but like, can he hold a conversation?
Yeah.
Well, and I think what people forget is that, and I know because that we grew up in an age, people talked on the phone.
Yes.
Talked on the phone.
Yes.
So when people say, I don't want nobody calling me all day, I was like, why not? I'm like, I like to be talking on the phone. I got you in my AirPods, walking around my job, talking to people.
Yes.
and he's like, did you do what you need to do today? I sure did. Thanks. and talking to people.
Yes.
So, but it's interesting because this generation is like, oh, just text it, Snapchat it. Where we're like, oh no. And even though we're busy, I'm still like, oh no, hold on. He's calling. I have to answer the phone because I need to hear you in my AirPods while I'm walking around this building. I'm a facilities manager. Yeah. So I think that's another thing that we lost because in these marriages, when we met our partners, we were younger. Yeah. And there wasn't social media. Yeah. So it was like, I'm going to call you on the phone. And as you know, and I know, that just got lost. Yeah. He stopped calling, he stopped. And then texting came in too after Katrina. And even girl chirping came in. Remember that? The next chirps and stuff. But it got lost. Whereas, and I think that's also how communication got lost. Because we weren't talking. Yeah. So I believe for me, you got to talk to me. Yeah. I have to. Yeah, a lot. Yes, it has to be. I have your way of thinking, your beliefs, your morals, how you move around. So I mean, I literally can see a handsome man and won't look twice. Right. And then you be like, well, she don't see me, muscle down. Yeah. Because it takes more than that. First of all, we have to have some kind of access where I even see how you think. Yeah. So it's already shielded. I can't think of the word, but yes. Yeah, but when I sit down and well, you still have to say, wait a minute. But to get to that, they have to be visually acceptable to the eye. They do, but they start becoming attractive afterwards. More so that you're like initially, I'm like, okay, he's not a monkey. Yeah, right. But now you're like, okay, I like the way he thinks. There you go. And then I'm attracted to him. The sound of his voice. I got you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, there has to be. Is that a thing? No, it is. I think you have to I think you meet somebody and they're like, oh, you're cool. But then you may talk to him, as I tell my girls, and he may eat with his feet when you go to dinner with them. So it's like, you don't know until you know. But when you get to dinner, he can have a conversation about God, sports, children, family, parents. You're like, okay, you're kind of cool. And then my eyes open then. Right. You're like, oh, he's so attractive. He is so smart. This is why he eat with his feet. We're not justifying it. No. We are not justifying that. We're not I know it's why. Right. We're not settling for why he uses forks with his feet. And nothing against people that are disabled have to do that because he has two hands. So no. So that would be me. Yeah. So I have to have the whole experience before so the physical attraction is last. But you definitely would have to have a person that can really, be intimate with your mind. Yeah. Teach me something. There you go. I won't remember a bag that you bought me, but I will remember something you taught me. Amen to that. Yeah. That's a good one. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's a good one. That really is. Yeah. To teach me something. Teach me something. Give me a different perspective. Yeah. Something that is a turn on to me. So, right. Because I think, again, when you go back to being intimate, when you are in when you're in marriages, it becomes so robotic. So you don't even have a chance to teach me anything. Yeah. So you're just like, well, we know that the bill is due on the 8th of the month. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah. And we know that we have to go to dinner by your parents' house on Sunday, on the third Sunday, because we go every Sunday. What are we talking about? Exactly. So it becomes this whole thing where it should become, well, do we have to go every Sunday? Like, I really want to take you to dinner. Yeah. Instead of us going with your parents. Yeah. So, but if you lose the communication and you don't feel safe. Yeah. Because men don't feel safe too. Right. Just us. They're like, I'm not telling that girl nothing. She gonna chop my head off. Yeah. And that's probably how you felt too. Yeah. It's just, I think Mike's husband was like, she ain't going nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's fine. I mean, it's cool. We can just keep on. And it's the flip for you and I. Yeah. Mine was like, y'all are so good at this house. Y'all got a house. Y'all got school. You got a call. You got another. Like, he just was really, and I might even say he was materialistic maybe, but more so, I think coming to childhood, just taking care of a family. Yeah. I think he was just like, my girls and my wife need these things. Yeah. But what got lost is that, we also need you. Which is which you didn't get. So I was like, take the cars, the money. Well, I kept the house, but all those things, and you can go live your best life, and we'll figure it out. So I think that's what really the intimacy gets lost because it becomes transactional, becomes robotic, and it becomes nobody's talking to anyone. Yeah. And then also, I think too, we co-parent, even though we were husband and wife. Like, by us having the twins, you take one twin, I take one twin. You wash your hair, I do the other hair. So we became partners. Yeah. And in the midst of that, we laughing and we joking. So we had friendship. We had the friendship, but we didn't have that man and that woman, that intimacy. Yeah, it's separate. It's separate. I didn't realize how important it was for us to take a honeymoon. We didn't have a honeymoon. Oh. We didn't go on vacations. Yeah. We didn't do trips. Yeah. It was always us and the kids. And I didn't realize how much we depended on the kids until we separated, because we would still get together for the kids, but it wasn't, we were getting together. It was
the family dynamic.
Yeah.
And I think that took him a while too to accept it. I think that was the last thing for him because he still wanted the dynamic of the family.
Yeah.
But I was so lonely. I'm like, hey, do you see me?
Right.
I'm a woman. And so now I'm in my 40s and I'm birthing a whole nother woman.
Girl, it's coming in hot.
Oh, she coming in hot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So the children is fine.
They're good.
But I need to be, and I didn't realize that until when I heard 40. I'm like, wait, what is this?
Yeah.
So she need a little bit more.
Yeah, than this.
This ain't gonna work.
And when you parent with co-parents, I think for me, I was the leader in that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you got to come to this. You got to come to that. You got to come to this. So when I removed myself, you got to figure it out. And if I'm not going to be the vessel or make you a priority to show up, then what happens? Because kids are who they are.
Yeah.
So that was a change for us because I was the person that was like, they practice on Tuesday, they have a game on Wednesday, they have cheer practice, you know, and when I took it out, because I was like, I'm no longer responsible. You're no longer my priority.
Yeah.
I have to figure it out. I got to get a message like you have to get a message.
Yeah.
So that becomes a different thing. And when you watch that kind of go wherever it goes, that changes how you look at situations. And again, it goes back to communication because the next person, I'm very clear on telling him, I'm like, dude, she got a game on Wednesday. We can't go out. And he's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We won't do it that night. And majority of the times he knows we have a game before I even know.
Yeah.
But
that's good.
I think that you have to communicate those things. And again, 20 years ago, I wasn't. And I didn't think I had a voice.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I felt like I was in a good situation.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed. I was like, girl, you got everything. We going, like you say, my kids and I went on 2-3 different trips by ourselves. Probably 5. I'm thinking about it out loud real quick. Where he never came.
Wow.
Lived our best lives. Everywhere. But nowhere.
Yeah.
So, and crazy story is we separated on January 29th of 2017. We had went on a trip for my dad's 70th birthday. It was absolutely horrible. It was horrible. And then we separated 12 days later. Wow. And he had not been on a trip with us in years. How ironic is that? The one he goes on 12 days later, we end up
separated. Do you feel like, it's not that you said the last thing we did, we went by a friend of ours, him and I was so excited because we weren't in the best space, but I just felt like it was a trip that we didn't have with the kids. So remember the vacations we didn't have. So I was excited. I was optimistic. I remember like trying to set the tone for like, maybe this is us getting back together. Maybe this is the beginning. And he was so mean and so mad. Did you feel like at the end they become real mad?
Yes, horrible.
Oh God.
Mine, when we were going on the trip, my dad was turning 70 and we had been planning this for like 2 years. And I remember a month before, and my best friend at the time, she was like, oh my gosh, we so excited y'all are going. And I was like, I know, but he's not like, he's excited. And he'd known my dad since he was 17. This is like 20 plus years in. And I remember 2 weeks before he just starts going in, I can't go. Oh yeah, it was just bad. And I was just like, and then it becomes, you have to go. Yeah. Because what is this going to look like if you don't go? Like if I go by myself with my kids, like I'm going to another country, first of all. Yeah. And I remember he went so begrudgingly. Yeah. And it was just so bad. It was so bad. Yeah. And the good thing is, if my kids watch this, the good thing is I'm glad that they had the trip with him.
So they could see it?
Because he was good with them.
Oh, so that was their
yeah, they never traveled like a lot with him after that. They did some things, but like us as a family, like, we didn't do anything, wild in front of them. But I'm glad that they had that because literally 12 days later, he was gone and never came back in the house after that. Wow. So I was glad that they had those moments and that was fun and that was nice for them. But then, of course, separation does what it does to kids and, they're in better spaces now. Therapy helps. Yeah. But I just remember that feeling of just like, and when I started dating, I literally told the guy I dated previously, I had issues traveling.
Because
I said, I have severe issues like traveling with a man. Yeah. He was like, what? I said, yeah. I said, just so you know, like, I'm not like, I'm used to making the plans, picking this, picking that. And he was like, oh, no. Like, you don't have to do any of those things. And I was like, what? Like, he made all the trip plans. He booked the hotel room. Wow. It was just, and I was not used to that. Like, what's your birthday? And I was like, wow, that's what it's really like. Like, somebody's really thinking about me and putting me first. Yeah. There you go. So it's like, and that was a completely different relationship. Like he was gift giving. We ended up not working out because he wasn't. The gift giving was actually a cover up for him being just, not being a good person.
Gotcha.
But it taught me, let me say this in his defense, it taught me that all men are not like that. That a man will provide outside of just the house and the stuff. He was very kind. Like he would give gifts and stuff. He would give flowers. But I think that when you're not used to it again, and when you get it, you're still like, what is this? Because I remember being so hesitant about even wanting. My girlfriend's like, girl, go on, get flued out. Y'all going together. And I was like, what does that mean? Do I have to pay for my ticket? I had no idea because I was used to just doing everything.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, he's literally saying, send you the date of birth. I hadn't flown in a while either. I'm like, why does he need that? And so, but again, it's opening your mind. And we ended our relationship. But then I got in a new relationship. I was like, okay, bet. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in there hot.
Yes.
So and if they want to, if they want to, they will.
If they want to, they will.
And they would love you for that.
Yeah, I'm learning. Learning. I didn't realize all this had to come up because even now dating somebody else or going to something new, it's like, so I have the separated Ebony, the divorced Ebony, the single Ebony. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I would even like flowers like that because the flowers symbolize be good to yourself because you got treated bad this week. Be good to yourself. And so the flowers is grace. Have grace. So it reminds me to have grace. Be nice to yourself. So I don't even know if I like.
That's what I'm saying. Again, it goes back. You don't even like chicken because you don't know.
Yeah.
And because he may bring you, let's just be poetic, a Bible.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God. I didn't even know I really needed a new Bible. I wonder about it. He wrote some scripture.
Oh my God. Girl, I probably would be crying for real.
But you don't know because let me say this: when your person knows who you are, that's what you'll get.
Oh,
yeah, you won't get flowers.
Study them; they study.
Yes,
I might not even like flowers.
You might not even like them anymore.
My mom bought herself flowers when she went through her divorce.
Yes, we're not gonna. The next time's not getting flowers. We're not. I'm gonna say, don't get her flowers.
Yes,
go get her this.
Go get that. Go get the Bible.
No, the Bible.
Put a little script in there.
Do something. Write a letter.
I be like, girl, I didn't found the love of my life.
But it is that.
Yeah.
It is because you don't know, and it's so foreign to you that I honestly say this. I didn't know that I wanted to be treated kindly. Like I think I was so used to just going and treating him well, and the jury's still out on that maybe. But I think I didn't know. I think I was so busy being avoidant that I didn't think I deserved it.
I think I was there too.
Yeah,
I didn't think it got any better. I knew that it was bad, but this is all it's gonna ever be.
And this is all I deserve.
Yeah.
So half my friends aren't married. So
at least I'm married.
I'm married. Yeah.
So it's the kid's dad.
Right.
If it was the kids, we would still be together because the dynamic of our family was amazing. From Lance to the girls. Yeah. We would have still been together.
Oh yeah.
But that 40-year-old, I remember women saying something happened at 40.
Yeah.
But nobody told me.
That's so funny. I think it is. Yeah. 40, 41. Because I was like, I can't do this. Well, 2014, I think I was 41 or 42. And then I fought it. And then the rest is history. So,
40.
It just changes you. And I think also because it's been almost, 15, 20 years and you're just like, I'm not even the same person anymore.
I'm not the same person.
And you're just watching life just go.
Yeah. And it's something that happens unapologetically at 40.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
50, girl, it gets even. You like, I'm not doing it.
It's just something that, and it made me realize I love the family dynamics, but I need more.
Oh yeah,
not a little more. I need more.
I need a lot.
I need a lot more.
And I used to hate when I used to say, because I think he made that word bad for me, that I was a lot to deal with, and then you know what I'm saying. And so now I'm like, I'm not allowed to deal. I'm just who I am.
Yeah.
So it's not. I'm just not. Like I'm just Naya, and that's just all you're gonna get, and it's just gonna be this. And if it's not for you, I totally understand. I respect it. And I honor it. Like you should leave me alone then. That's
what it is.
That's what it is.
And you know what I also realized too is that even though I want more, I want to give more.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is that something like?
Oh yeah.
I want to give more.
Oh yeah. Like I want to cook, and I want to cook, and then I want to bring you food.
Yes.
Like that was never my energy.
How your day was. Like I want that communication, or what can I do for you? Like that
consideration. That's the
consideration.
Because you weren't, as we started at the beginning, prioritized.
Yes. How can I help you?
How can I help you? Yeah. That's a big deal.
Yeah. And I think it's also too because my kids are older.
Yeah.
So they have great relationships with their father. So it's not like I'm looking for
nope.
Yeah.
But they do need to have some
a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like not a daddy.
Yeah.
Just a respect. But I will say this.
If it goes like that.
Correct. But if they see you in that energy, it just flows organically, how they build a relationship.
Yes.
So you don't have to have these like big old, I think it gets misconstrued with divorce. People are like, oh, you have to make your kids ready to meet the person. I'm like, the kids and him, they will meet.
Yeah.
These two ships will meet in the water.
Yes.
And how they meet will be how they meet. I'm not going to force this or make them, or call this person Mr. This and all this or step. They got a daddy.
Yeah.
So when they meet, they will, because by the time you decide to join these powers together, they'll know. You talked about him. You spoke about him.
Absolutely. And he have to be worthy enough to meet you all.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I'm not the person we're going to date and then you meet my kids, because then what if it don't? We have to know, I have to know there's the next step.
Yeah.
For you to meet my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to know that. And then my kids never met anybody. Like Lance was one when I met Demetrius. That's all he knew. That's all he knows.
Right. And that's
he's 21.
Yeah. And that's wonderful. And now at 21, him, and you at 40 plus, it's like when you think about being married then in 25 and you want to get married again, it's going to be so different for you.
Yeah.
Because this person is going to be so top priority, so frontal lobe.
Yeah. Even
with the kids, you're still going to be like, well, girl, I told y'all that I was going with this man to have dinner.
Yeah.
So why y'all knew that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're not going to be upset about it. You're going to be like, so y'all got to get order DoorDash, because I just don't understand. And it's not going to be a problem because they're going to be like, oh yeah, mom, we forgot. I didn't know. So. And honestly, you're okay with putting yourself first to go and be in that energy.
Yeah.
Because I think as moms are like, I don't have the time. I'm going to do it. You're going to make the time. Also, you got the calendar stuff.
Yes.
You use a calendar.
I use a calendar.
So you have to make the time. But then, again, just like the beginning, saying prioritization and then just intimacy. But all that, honestly, like you said, it's just communication.
It's just communication.
Just tell them what you want. And I don't think people can. And I think if you're in a marriage 20 years, honestly, y'all, I don't know what you say 20 years in.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing the same thing for 20 years. People that are married 60 years, kudos to them. But a lot of them stay in separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
They're not living in the same space.
Oh, yeah.
So
my marriage.
They sit in the same bed.
We're going to be in the same bed. We're going to be in the same bed, the same space.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. I really like this. And then also, too, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember the girls were saying early on, they was like, wait till we make 18 and then you can start dating. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I did it with Lance. And Lance said 18. And I was considering it because I was like, I'm nowhere near ready to date. But the girls are about to be 16. I'm like, I'm not waiting.
I'm going to tell you what I told my girls. When I was divorcing my ex-husband, this is factual. And it was one of the hardest. My oldest was 14. And I remember saying to her, it was either in therapy, maybe even without. But anyway, I said to her, I know that this is going to tear your life apart, me divorcing daddy. I said, my youngest was young. I felt like I could still figure that out. And it wasn't going to hit her as hard because he was gone.
Okay.
But my oldest had a relationship with him. They did stuff together. I said, but what I want you to realize is that 10 years from now, you're going to be gone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to still be me.
Yeah.
So to take care of you, I have to end this.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I'm like, I am so sorry. But I cannot do this to me. Like me as, I said, not me as mama.
Yeah.
Me as Naya.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this to me. And it was one of the hardest conversations. And she was hurt by it because she was like, her world was being destroyed.
Yeah.
From what it looked like. But then you fast forward 8 years later and she's like, oh my God, I can't even see, like, this is amazing. Like, we're just living our best lives. And I think we wouldn't want to have him in our lives, but I mean, we're good.
We're good.
But you have to make those decisions.
Yeah.
To
do that.
So no, Ebony, we're not going to date.
We're not waiting.
We're not going to date till they're 18.
Got me.
Ain't doing it again.
I'm not doing it.
No.
And I think really now is they see me happy.
Yes.
So they're asking me like, okay, are you dating? And I'm like, girl, no, but I'm open to it. So we talk that little talk.
Yes.
So I'm happy that they see me happy and that they're happy for me. And that means a lot to me. So I know there won't be any resistance.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yeah. But they think I should be dating like now.
Everybody.
Girl, like, who you
date
dating?
them all.
Date them all. I'm like, wait a minute, slow down. That's not how that goes.
So we've learned that we know that we, in the next situation, like, we didn't prioritize.
Yes.
Intimacy got lost. And now we're saying key thing is, I think the last one was what needs to happen. It's just communicate. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah, and remain consistent.
Keep
those date nights. So if you're married, so maybe I should talk to the camera.
Oh yeah, I'm not married.
If you're married, because I want you to. The whole goal of the podcast is so that y'all learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
But if you're married, of course, pray. That's very important. Pray, communicate with each other, remain consistent. Take those dates. Take the vacations away from the kids, the honeymoons, do all of that. Even if it's
take a walk.
Take a walk. I love that.
I have dogs. We take walks.
Take walks.
Take a walk.
I would like that.
Take a walk.
Oh
my God. How simple a walk is?
A walk.
Just walk outside.
Like, babe, how was your day?
Take a walk. Keep going.
Now you make me want to go date tomorrow. And then we say, well, girl, I'm scared.
I'm just saying, like we make these big old, because date nights are hard.
Date nights are
hard.
So
think about, you have like little people, you have a 14 and a 6-year-old. Some of y'all might have that. And you want to go, and you're like, we really need to have a conversation and be at peace. I'm going to look, Jack and Jill, y'all stay in the house. We're going to take a walk. And kids are like, oh my God, where are you going? Y'all have my location. We're just going to walk down the street. Hopefully you live in a neighborhood that has a park. Go sit on some swings. I don't know.
So good.
But take a walk. Like people, and it's just, we make these big old, like, we need candles and we need to have a Netflix night. No. Take this man and go outside.
Oh, girl.
Or old school it, like my house. Girl, sit on the porch.
Yeah. Go in the backyard with the backyard.
Yes. But yes, I'm sorry.
That's good.
I'm always like, go take a walk.
Take a walk. I love that. Compromise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be both sides.
If you don't like football, figure it out.
Oh, figure it out. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you I
like that football talk.
Yeah,
because I love football.
Me too. But I know dudes that don't. My daughter was dating a boy who didn't like football. She's a diehard football. She was like, "Ooh, I don't know how this is gonna work out."
Oh, I would really like him.
He would come and he would sit and he would watch, which was cool. But I was like, that's just hard because we're big Tulane fans. We're big LSU fans. We're big.
Yes.
So for her, she was like, but he compromised. He still came. And he started conversation with people. But I was like, what to do with that? So again, how you don't like football?
Yeah. Oh, I like that talk. I like that football talk.
Yeah.
And it's because my dad played football, my uncle, and my son played football.
Oh yeah. So
I love
they got like football.
You gotta love football. You gotta know what to talk about. Yes. Yes. I like all of that. True. But it's a compromise because it might be something that I need to know.
Yeah, he might like to fish.
Yeah. Oh,
you like
fishing? How to fish? No, I don't like fishing. Just teach me something. No,
right. That's right. Touche. That's right.
And then also have vision. Like vision together,
and apart.
Direction and apart. Like where we going at, what we doing. Yeah. That was something else too. I needed the vision. I needed because we are women, and I feel like we birth things. Like how can I help? So it has to have some kind of vision or how we get there.
Are you gonna need you a strong man?
Girl, give me a good old strong man.
Oh, he out there though.
He out there.
He's out there for real.
I need the vision. Yeah. Maybe he's watching.
He might be watching.
Maybe watching. Yes. So yes, that, and then form like just connections. Like, well, who am I now?
Yeah.
Because when I was at 20 something, my interests had changed.
Yeah.
When I was 40, when I was 30, things changed. So
yours might change from if you met me last year, I wasn't working out.
Yeah.
So now this year I've changed my health, like what I eat, how I drink, how I fast.
Yeah.
So if you are dating me currently, it's a big adjustment for you.
Yeah.
'Cause you're like, you really ain't drinking? I was like,
Absolutely. Yeah. And they continue to learn one another as we continue to grow.
Yeah.
Because we're both different. And that's something else too that my ex was saying. Like we are different. And we still was treating each other as those 23, 24, 25.
Absolutely. Because you don't know.
Yeah.
And again, we always go back to the first show. You don't know. And then you would hope that you're not 23 at 43.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope not. Yeah. What do you think? I told you my list. What do you think?
Oh, well, mine's just communicate. I mean, he knows I'm going to talk you to death. Like it's already a thing. Like I'm going to tell, because I do not want there to be a conversation you'd be like, you didn't know.
Oh yeah.
And so, I told you before when we first initially talking about the podcast, like even if you're upset with me, you only have 24 hours to tell me that.
Yeah.
Because I've communicated enough that this is a safe space. So you should be able to say, hey, that was messed up what you said. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know I even said it like that.
Yeah.
Because my tone can be really bad.
Yeah.
So, I'm working on it.
I can't even see it.
Yeah. Oh no, it can. My kids remind me constantly. I was like, oh, that might have been a little harsh. But
so you're still learning through it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Oh yes. All the time.
Yeah.
But you have to have a person that's willing to learn too, because they have their own stuff.
Oh.
So, and you respectfully, you go, okay, that's your thing. You don't like, I use the example of, and it probably happened to you because it happened in most marriages that ended up being torn apart. But like my thing was going into a relationship was that we could never sleep apart in the house. Because that was a big, big problem for me in my home. So I'm just saying that. And keep in mind, if somebody doesn't know that and they go watch a football game or watch a movie and you happen to get into bed early and you have panic because they just fell asleep.
Yeah.
And you didn't put them in a whole, like, your baggage is, they're separating. They're like, no, I literally just fell asleep.
Yeah.
So I think it's something you have to communicate and just be like, or have the belief and not the trust in yourself to go to them and, say, babe, you need to, come, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. So I think it's just, you have to communicate whatever your stuff is, whatever your ick is, you have to communicate that and be okay with that because you have a safe space.
Yeah. I think that was also a thing because I would come and say, hey, and then it went from me stop coming and then he stopped coming to the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just gets
more separate.
Yeah.
And that's how your grandmother and your grandfather stopped sleeping together.
Yeah, and just no, in separate bedrooms. Like, absolutely not.
That's how we got
in 2026.
Yeah. No,
and people say, oh, because they have sleep apnea. Shut up.
That's the number one thing they
just
say.
Shut up. Just stop.
Like you snoring in this bed.
You better flip them over like a pancake. Like, absolutely not. You better rotisserie chicken him because that is ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, we're not going through that.
When people tell me, I'm just like, I was like, okay, well, let me tell you how that worked out for me. So, here we are. I kept the name. That's all I kept. So,
Absolutely. And this is one more thing that I'm going to say. I'm excited about talking about the dating thing.
I know you are.
I'm excited because I'm learning. But I went to a Jamaican restaurant down the street.
Okay.
And I wanted a special dish. So I went there and I don't have a problem going to dinner by myself. Right. So I went there and there was like this waitress and this guy next to me. Mm-hmm. And it made me realize, you're not ready. You're not ready.
Yeah.
They were flirting so much that it made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, I wanted to go underneath the table. Stop talking. But by the time she called him daddy, I could have went under and he was eating up. And I was like, is this a tip? It's like, no. What is going on? Are y'all leaving together? And it made me realize, like, I don't know if you're ready.
But see, I don't think, we're not going to go too far, but I don't think it's about not being ready. I think
that scared me.
Right. And it should. Dating is scary. Dating is scary.
Daddy?
No. I have a dad. You have a dad. No.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this?
I don't even know what that is behind. I don't even. Anyway, just no. But I do think that because I think people put such a big pressure on when you got a divorce. It's like, you should be dating. You're so fabulous. You're in all your good energy now. And it's like, yeah, and I should. Yeah. But until I feel this person, one of my friends says, until somebody really screams to the mountaintops, I'm just going to be single. So I'm not saying you shouldn't date actively, but I think the person has to come organically.
It has to come.
Like, it's not about you say, okay, boom, I'm on the market. Like, no, it's like it could have been the difference between the guy next to you not being like daddy, but being like, just saying, oh my God, he could have heard, like, you saw they were talking over there? That's so weird. And y'all connect on that. You know what I'm saying? Then you just start talking after that.
Yeah.
But I think we put this big old thing about dating because of our ages, but I'm like, if it's organic, then it's not going to be this whole like I'm in the dating pool.
Yeah,
girl, you go everywhere and alwhere. Somebody gonna pop up.
It has to be organic. Now that I think about it, I sat at the I think I sat at the bar because the tables was, and I didn't even eat there. I actually had to go,
right? But
I had to get it done, and so I sat at the bar while I was waiting. And this guy to my left, he was nice, and he was saying, I had wanted a small plate. And he was like, he started doing some little small talk, and I could tell that. I was like, oh yeah, but I could tell I had cut it off.
Shut down.
And he was like, okay, she's not picking up on it. But see, these two on the right.
You were on that one.
I was like, what is going on?
I gotta get out of here.
I was like, man, bring my food. She talked about daddy, he eating it all up. They didn't have no embarrassment. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really believe it has to come organic and it can't be forced.
No. And it's gonna come when it's supposed to come. It's not gonna and it's not like you. I mean, I didn't start dating. I was divorced 2017. I didn't start dating really heavily until like 2023.
Oh, good.
So like I didn't really. I did some stuff before that, but I didn't date like because I shouldn't have been dating. That was a problem.
So you knew that you shouldn't.
Yeah, and I was still out there because everybody kept saying go, and I was like, well, and that was just bad. Yeah. So then I went COVID and got myself together. Then I came out of COVID, and then a year after, like 2022, my kid graduated, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm ready now because now I know myself better.
Yeah.
I think then I was just like, I really was afraid, honestly, that I wasn't gonna meet anyone. So I was just, just out here, just like wilding, like, oh, this will work because I haven't just whatever, I haven't.
Yeah.
So when I realized that was not the right decision to make, I got out of that. And then when I got through the COVID and the cocoon to the butterfly, I was okay. Well, cool. I think I'm ready now. And then I got to the guy I dated previously. I was like, yeah, I probably should have went to God and made a better list. So now I'm like, got it together.
So it takes some time.
8 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, technically 6. But yeah, 6 years. I mean, literally 6 years.
Yeah.
So you don't have to rush.
Yeah.
I'm 51.
Yeah.
How old are you again?
43.
You have time.
Yeah. I have time.
You have time. You have to rush it. He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming.
He's watching.
Yeah, he's watching.
Shimmy takes me out. But we've gone on.
But this is a good show.
It was.
We'll be back in March. The first Monday in March. It feels like it's so far away.
Oh my God, but that's Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's March the 2nd.
Oh yeah, because we have stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So every other Monday we are here, 7 p.m. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you then.
Enjoy.
Episode number 3.
3, girl. 3 in the books. It's getting better and better every time.
Every time. Sorry about the tears, but I'm not sorry about the tears.
I'm about to say we're not sorry for that.